The first time an African team has defeated Belgium at the World Cup.
Yeah, Belgium did have a good record against CAF sides. So big props to Morocco. Now, Tom Hamilton, you don't have to worry that you backtracked a little bit, because yours was a really mild backtrack and totally forgivable. It wasn't like a backtrack of choosing one side to win the whole World Cup and then suddenly seeing the first game and deciding, actually, no, I'm not going for Argentina to win the World Cup. But now that we get a chance to check back in with the man who did that, Shaka Hislop, I wonder if
somebody was calling me.
Shaka.
Shaka didn't hear you, Kay.
I was being someone's over there. I was being someone's. I'm not sure what's what. Huh? I didn't hear one thing you said, Kay.
You didn't.
Let me just say, I am allowed to change my mind every 2 days.
So are you back with Argentina winning it after Messi's heroics?
Nope. No. I'm sticking with Brazil. One, because that was less than 2 days ago, so I can't change my mind just yet. But to my initial change of mind, even though Argentina got the better of Mexico yesterday, Lionel Messi again writing all the headlines, I'm not convinced about Argentina. And my thing with them in regards to the Saudi Arabia game is, from the time an opponent posed a threat that they weren't expecting, there was nobody who was able to make the change on the park, and in Lionel Scaloni, nobody able to make the adjustments off it. Now, while yes, we can salivate over the Argentina performance, and Messi's goal really was something special, I have more questions about Tata Martino and Mexico. After you watch Renault and Saudi Arabia press the living daylights out of Argentina, make sure that there's somebody always within 2 yards of Lionel Messi, why do you decide, you know what's going to work for me here? I'm going to put 5 at the back, not ask my wing backs to overlap, and sit right on top of my box all game long. It was an absolutely ridiculous approach to take by, we had Sebastian Salazar on FC last night, by the 6th highest paid coach at this World Cup. It was simply beyond belief in my opinion. But Argentina got their just reward. They were fully deserving of the 3 points. Again, Lionel Messi being allowed to weave his magic, and that was telling. But if against better opposition, who press better than Mexico ever could, who keep somebody in very close proximity and limits Lionel Messi's impact, I'm not sure that anybody else in Argentina is able to step up to that point. And Lionel Messi said something after the first game, that he felt that the starting lineup was a little bit too young. And I'm not sure I agree with that. It was not a young starting lineup. You had 2 players aged 24, everybody else 25 and above. And to that point, it was Fernandez coming off the bench for Argentina, 21 years old, who did something that nobody other than Lionel Messi did in 180 minutes, plus all the injury time, for Argentina. Gets the ball, steps up, and takes the responsibility on his own shoulders. And I thought that was breathtaking. That was good to witness from an Argentina perspective.
Yeah, just to quickly wrap the Argentina-Mexico situation and all the good points that Shaka just said. First of all, I have 3. One, the Mexican national team and Mexican fans for a long time now have understood that preparing for this World Cup, this is one of the, if not the weakest Mexican team in modern history coming into this World Cup, whether it's because of development, recruitment, or the talent that was available. You know, long gone are the days of Chicharito and Carlos Vela. Raúl Jiménez, it wasn't 100%. Henry Martin was not a popular figure. So Tata Martino, already a very unpopular figure for the Mexican team, who really were not scoring that many goals, A, in qualifiers, and B, heading into the World Cup. They were worried, right? So the first 45 minutes, I actually thought was a good plan for Mexico. You were frustrating an Argentina side that you knew had everything at their disposal. They tried to congest the midfield. Alexis Vegas looked like he had 3 lungs, was killing himself for this match, right? But little by little, you know, Scaloni at halftime or after that said, I need to really change this. So 5 substitutions and many multiple changes. Here's the thing, and my second point, which is more for Argentina right now, which is why I don't see them as favorites to win this whole thing. They are a team. They're not a squad. And the problem with Argentina right now is that yesterday's victory was defined by individual brilliance, not by collective will. And when you meet a team, a true team, a France, right, or a Spain, Brazil, which they should if they top their group and Brazil top theirs in the semifinals, they're going to find themselves in big, big trouble. And the third thing that I want to say is Enzo Fernandez. He is ridiculous. I've known it for a while, and his stock just went up, baby.
Tom, what are your thoughts on Argentina and Messi's heroics?
Yeah, I completely agree. The thing I was going to say is that it's individual brilliance which saw them through. So obviously you need, you know, players in positions, putting defenders out of place, etc. But it was a brilliant strike for Messi, and Fernandez coming on and doing what he did. I think the real concern for them must be how to get the best out of Lautaro Martinez, because so far he's just not firing at all, which is a huge concern. They brought on Julian Alvarez, and he did well, but again, it's these individual moments which are seeing them through. And we haven't seen like the fluid style of football, the collective, which we associate with Argentina, which led to their ridiculously long winning run. But they're definitely not quite clicking. And when you have Messi in the team, okay, you're going to stand a chance to beat anybody in the world, but they can only rely on that for so long. And in so many games, they have to start clicking if they're to live up to their sort of the status as pre-tournament favourites.
Given that it was Lionel Messi who obviously set them on course for victory, I just wanted to bring up a few of the points that were said after the game, and also his mindset as well, because we were talking yesterday about how this could be a turning point for Argentina. And he said himself, the group is ready. We've taken a very important step. Now we have to take another. But they asked Di Maria whether he was claiming an assist on that goal. And he said, what? I threw him a turd, but he always finds solutions to everything. And that was really funny. But what was also great was the guys revealed that Di Maria and Messi had actually spoken before, and Messi had noticed that their opponents were dropping deep and narrow inside. And so he knew that space in front of them was going to open up. So he told Di Maria about this, and he told Di Maria to wait for that moment, for that to happen. And he said, when it does, get that ball to me and I'll make sure I do something with it. And he did. So even if it is a turd that's sent to him, it is Messi who can turn it around. And it was a
precious turd. It was an important turd.
Yeah, he polished it very well. Anyway, Di Maria said, for me, Leo is everything. But it still does add to the individual brilliance that we're talking about in this side. And if that is the case, and we're saying that it's not enough, people have to give Messi a break. Those who are saying, oh, Messi should be the one that carries them through it. He's so good, he should be able to do that alone. No, that can't happen, guys. You need the whole team.
Thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more highlights, analysis, and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.